Hey guys, today I'm gonna show you how to use the Tom's simple storage mod. As you can see, we have a lot of components for this mod, and they have most of them have a very good use. We're gonna have three parts in the video. The first part, I'm going to explain how each component works and some other items, and the next part I'm going to show you the uses of every component, and the next part I'm going to show you my survival world that I made, and I use this storage mod. Very good. So let's start with the storage terminal. I show the recipe for that. It's very cheap compared to uh, other components. Basically what it does, it's that it connects the blocks and inventories, not the blocks, just inventories, to um, like himself. Now I can put a grass in there, and I can see that in here. So we can go here, but we cannot connect another chest to this. We are gonna make use of the next component, which is inventory connector. Now this inventory connector connects every inventory in 16 by 16 block radius to itself. So if I go ahead and do this and put a grass block here, put a random block like here, put another block here, puzzle, copper ore, they will all appear here. This 16 block radius applies to all dimensions, like you can go z, x, y, and it doesn't matter. And the next component is inventory trim. This was for the inventory connector. Did not connect chests to each other, but it's connected all the touching chests to one of these guys. But this thing connects two chests together. You cannot use the inventory trim to inventory connector to like do the work of the inventory trim. So if I place two random blocks and I go ahead and do this, it doesn't show up because this is an inventory trim and this is an inventory connector. So what we're gonna do is maybe place another inventory. Yes, we're gonna place another inventory connector to connect these. Maybe you wanna do something like this, put pillars between your chest. Also this mod works with any inventory, even backpacks and some crazy inventory things. Just they need to be inventories. Yeah, you wanna put a pillar between your chest, and you wanna put a pillar between your chest. So you're gonna make use of that to connect every single component, and you can make it so it disappears. Not really disappears, but you let me explain. You right click with your shift button, and you click. Oh my god, what happened? It's supposed to apply the texture of copper in here. Okay, so we're going to do that with grass. Maybe it's not compatible with shaders, but I don't know, it worked before I recorded the video. Okay, as you can see, the inventory trim is not compatible with shaders, and you're gonna shift click the block that you want to change the texture of inventory trim or any other component to, and then just normal right click on it. This works for every, like, can I texture it? Just no, I can't, but you can use most of the solid blocks. Like, let me use leaves for that. um, no, okay, and yeah, it's a very cool mod, and you can use of this to hide your these ugly uh, textures, chest textures. uh, and let's go to the next component. Now the next component is inventory cable, and we are going to explain it at the same time as we're going to explain the inventory cable. The recipe for inventory cable is that, and the recipe for inventory cable connector is that. So you're gonna use this uh, to connect inventory connectors and other inventory components to each other, even vanilla components like chests. And if you are gonna input something, you are gonna use these inventory cable connectors. So I have two inventory cables. I have two inventory connectors that have two types of wood, and here I'm not using the inventory connector right here, but I am getting the wood types. So if I was going to do this, it wouldn't work. It just works here with not an inventory connector. Let's take a look at this component, which is by far the most strange one. uh, so it has a face like here, and you can put an inventory right here. uh, it's it's just the same as the inventory connector, but it does not connect the touching inventories. Like, this one does not connect to this. If I show you in 1 second. uh, So we have three stacks of chest here, but the last one is in the not touching inventory, and we only get the 64 chest, and this one stayed empty. So the next use, which is, I don't know how it works, or it's just a kind of bug. If you use a diamond right here, and does it consume the diamond? I'm gonna go to survival mode. No, it doesn't. Oh, it consumes the diamond, but it does not. When you break it, it will drop the diamond. Okay. So let's go back to creative mode and delete the diamond. If you put it in an inventory here, I'm gonna use hopper. Uh, you're gonna use this as a filter. So uh, not a hopper. You can't use a hopper, but I will use chest. So uh, here I'm like whitelisting only chest to go here. So if I put something here, it does, but if I try to put hoppers here, it does not work. And if I put hopper right here, it does not show up in the terminal. Also, we have another variant for terminal, which is very useful. Let me find it. Yeah, crafting terminal. Basically, it does the same as the terminal, but it does work with quick crafting. I can use both right with using materials right here. Yeah, like you have your mass storage. You have no concern about picking up things and then crafting them. You just craft them instantly, which is why it's so expensive. You need 4 diamonds for this, and it's not something that you can afford. Also, I didn't show the recipe for this and also this. Now you know the recipes. Also, you can use the just enough items, or roughly enough items I better say, uh, because this mode is on fabric and forge. Both of them support this mod, and it's a benefit. Now this one is a bit more complicated. Not that complicated, but you can suck items out of this wrong direction and put them into this. Now what we have another these inventory cable connector, and now if I try to put something here, it doesn't work because I'm not using a inventory connector. Now if I do an inventory connector and I use that thing, no, yeah, I put them in wrong direction. Now you can see that it's sucking up items. I don't know why it doesn't work. Oh, it's because, oh yeah, it was because we did use the inventory cable connector. So the chest is now sucking items out of this, and you can filter that by right clicking it. So if I put these here, it does not pull them into this chest. When you shift right click, it empties the filter. And now we have another variant of these inventory cable connectors, which are filtered, so you can set filters on them and use them. Recipe is this. You need 2 quartz. It's kind of expensive for early game. And then we have this. So when we're gonna use this, if we use this in a component, we're gonna set a filter on it. So we set a number. So if 10 chests come from here and to here, it will make a redstone signal. Let's see. Oh yeah, as you can see, 10 chests came and it made a redstone signal. Okay, so we're gonna go to the next component, which is inventory open crate, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and it makes inventories in front, block in front of it, an inventory. So this netherite furnace is in his inventory now, as you can see. So the items will still despawn here. It's not like an infinite storage, but you can use that to your advantage to collect some loot drops. So now we're gonna go to remotes, and also I didn't show the recipe for this this and this and this. So we're gonna show these 2 remotes. So if you go and it's the first one is the cheaper one with just the comparator and some other things, and you can reach your component in 60 block reach your inventory terminal to in 16 block radius. I cannot speak, and you can craft everything. Now the next one is better, is more expensive. It's just smithing a wireless with another thing, that so we can get a advanced wireless. Now if you shift right click with that, it's um, linked up, and for a 64 block radius you can use that even if you're not looking at this, and it's a very useful mod. It's a very useful item, not a mod. And now I'm going to show you the use for these components. I have a fake video skeleton farm, which is very laggy, and if I kill them, these have their own filter to not pick up the stone swords, and it will go here, and it makes a redstone signal when a video skull comes, and we have an inventory connector. Now we can hide these. It's not compatible with shaders. Uh, I can't use this. Okay. I cannot. You cannot use these on inventory connectors. I was mistaken. It only works on these inventory trims and these framed blocks. I didn't show the frame blocks recipe and their use. Basically, it's just these pipes, but it doesn't. It does work with paintings, and so that's a good thing to like hide your wires and everything. And so this item is our inventory open crate, and it does what it has to do. It makes here, it turns here into an inventory, and then these hoppers will suck that up to an inventory connector, and this is the inventory storage, and this is the inventory trim that we hide right here. So it connects two chests, and then goes here, and here we have a terminal storage that we can use to know how many and if we have these things. So I'm going to use the farm, and I'm going to, oh no, I forgot to turn it off. So laggy. This wireless cable is now turned linked with that wireless, that terminal. Now I can see how many I have from here. You can put it in an item frame, and it just does that for you. You can, if you don't want to go here to see the loot that you got, you can easily see that. Also, if you don't have problems with swords and you prefer the speed, you can set these to no filter, and it will suck up the items very fast, because there is 3, and it's like 3 times hopper speed, and very cool. Now the next part, I'm going to show you my survival world, which I have a very little system for this mod, and it's very cool, so you don't want to miss that. Okay guys, I'm back here in my survival world. This is where I put my storage. So before I had this mod, I used to label everything. I need to pick them up and place glass instead. But now I have everything. I don't have the final the crafting terminal, but I have everything right here, and it's a useful thing. And I went and find a netherite ingot to link it up with my terminal, and it works. It's really useful mod, and I have these base stones here and other things. So if you guys enjoyed the oh, come on, wait, my durability is low. Okay, I'm gonna die. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in other mods that I have, like this cool furnaces, this ender chest, I will make a video and introduce every single one of them to you, so you can use them, and like a mod top 10, but it's more than 10, and it is a very cool mod that I picked myself. There are no structure mods or biome mods or completely overhaul mods. There are just a simple quality of life mods, like better double ender chests, faster furnaces or waypoints, and yeah, goodbye.